Flamethrower them! Flame them! Engine broken, not good. Hey guys, Quicksilver Gaming here, bringing you another episode of Call to Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront. This is the final episode of our Soviet hardcore campaign. This is episode number 27. We are on to the final mission, and this campaign's been a little bit of fun. It hasn't been as fun as I wanted, just because I've mentioned this in a few episodes. This campaign started before the Liberation DLC. It started before Update 5, and at that time you could face the Germans and the Finns. As of Update 5 in the Liberation DLC, you choose who your opponent is, and unfortunately in this campaign it defaulted to the Finns after Liberation. That's why it's been so slow to get this content out, because anybody who's played this game, anybody who's watched my videos, you just know that the Finns, they're not... I don't understand why they're in the game, to be honest. They're not a fun faction to play against, and they're not very historically accurate in this. In this, they're like wave infantry and all this artillery. The Finns... they should be this, like, mishmash group of all these, like, varying different vehicles. They should be more elite. They should not outnumber the Soviets, but different subject for a different day. We're facing the Finns, and this is what we're going to take into the final mission. Call-in 1 is a medic, commissar, assault engineer, so they're the flamers, and then 2 guards SMG squads. I just unlocked those last missions. We'll try them out. Call-in 2 is just OT-34 85 flame tanks. Call-in 3, 2 more of those flame tanks with another guards SMG squad. Call-in 4, 3 more OT-34 85 flame tanks. And then call-in 5, we have an SU-100, 2 T-34 1943s, a conscript rifle squad, a commissar, and an assault engineer with the flamethrowers. And then we do have 4 of these mortar barrages to call in. I do want to show off, I've been really reckless the last couple missions with my manpower, not salvaging equipment, with my ammunition, and we're going to end the campaign with just shy of 8,500 manpower and about 11,500 ammunition, and we have loads of equipment just sitting around, and we haven't scavenged anything from the battlefield for probably 10 plus missions now. At least I think it's that way, so... you just have to be smart with your manpower and your ammunition, and once the late game comes along, the only thing that matters is research and these supply points to buy artillery. I've gotten to this argument with the devs before. Manpower and ammunition are not balancing factors in this game. The only thing that is a balancing factor in this game, probably past like mission 8, is the manpower cost, or CP cost, I think is what they call it. This like 35 with the helmet. That's the limiting factor in this game of how many things you can take into the game. And then of course research points are the biggest limiting factor. So they need to work on rebalancing the game. Like a T-34 1943 costing 35 CP is ludicrous. It should be 30 or 32, somewhere in that range. I think a Tiger tank is like 50, so I could take 2 T-34s. They'll be 70 CP, and the single Tiger will be 50, and that single Tiger will wreck those T-34s every day of the week. But that's a completely side note to this whole thing. We're here to do the final mission. We're already, 4 minutes into this video, so let's just dive right on in. The last mission doesn't really have anything. I think it's technically a supply mission. 1 star, and then we have this map here, Shafaravo. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Most of the Russian maps, well, all the maps start to look the same. Even Liberation, those maps start to look the same, but let's dive right on in. Here we are on the battlefield, suddenly remembering which mission this is, and we're just going to dive right on in. So we're going to throw this T-34 up, this T-34 up, this one over here, and this one can go up over here. We are going to put this scout on return fire. He's going to run all the way up over here. These guard units will run up and support. So let's do you guys, Let's just have you guys run forward. Sure. And then this sapper company, have you guys run forward. And then, oh, we have another guard rifle. We'll just have you guys run up. We'll have the medics run forward. Next call-in is available, so we'll run that T-34 up over there. We'll run this T-34 up over here, and then we'll run this T-34 up over here. I realize we're not actually running, we're driving, but just flame all of this stuff out, get rid of it all, kill the enemy. Let's see, where there was somebody... Oh. Yeah. High explosive round. Do we have our machine gun? Yep, okay. He's on fire. More war crimes. And there we go. We'll throw an HE shell over there. And this is basically what we're going to do to the Finns, is we are going to aggressively push forward with our tanks. The Finns don't have an answer to it because they're, quite frankly, a terrible faction. They're really bad. And we can just roll them over. I mean, there is a tank off in the distance. So, T-34 76? 76 millimeter. Yeah. So, not really that big of a threat, to be honest. Let's just keep rolling forward. Yeah, that ricocheted off. We're just going to be very aggressive with our artillery. Any artillery piece we see from the Finns, we are just going to really blat it. I mean, that is... No. Oh, he's going to... Oh, man. From the front, that got off? That was pretty crazy. Do need to support our guys, and I did a bad job of supporting over there. Alright, let's get rid of that. Mortar is probably a little bit of a waste right there, but that is fine. Let's push you guys forward. Let's push this infantry forward. And then let's move this tank up through there. Where's our other tanks? Your gun's destroyed, so we need to move you forward. And then we're just, as I said, we are being very aggressive with our attacks here. And that is the way I like it against the Finns, is be super aggressive. Move up. Need you guys to fix up that vehicle. Would like you guys to move forward. Alright, here's a bunch of artillery pieces. And then another artillery piece right over here. And we are just blasting the Finns. That is the objective here. Fix up. They keep blowing up our guns. All of this infantry went down? What killed you guys? Or... no? There's more than that. Okay, medics. We need medics over here. We need medics everywhere, actually. Grab you. And then you'll come back over here. We'll grab this medic. Of course, our mortar barrages aren't actually taking out the artillery I need it to take out. Alright, you need to drive forward. You're sort of tracked. You need to push forward. These guys need to heal themselves. That infantry has been absolutely decimated. Alright, we really need our tanks to do a good job over here. Okay, looks like an artillery barrage hit that tank. Probably a lot of Finnish artillery about to pummel us. Because that is what the Finns do. They just spam artillery. I don't know if I have any extra tank crew. We decided to go hard in a different way. Alright, can we get you guys... I told you guys to heal up. Alright, move this tank up. Move you up. There's a machine gun over there. Would really like you to take that out. These, I mean, fairly suicidal Finns. That is... No. Oh, God. Can't get the angle on this little Finn right in front of us. I think we just got it. Alright, we need somebody to get out and repair the vehicle. Hopefully he doesn't burn himself. Alright, need you to push up. Can these guys push up now? Can the what's left of you push up? The commander was killed there? By what? Okay. You need to fix up him, and then get back. You need to push up. Come on, guys, be... yeah, we're getting blasted by artillery. Okay. You're repairing that. Why is this squad not... We're not able to really do anything with them. They're all separated out. Okay, that guy is dead. This mission is nearly over, though, and this campaign is nearly over. This was a brutal assault. We still don't have our 5th call-in. The call-ins nowadays, I feel like, they come in really, really, really slow. Not my favorite by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, can we... We're a little damaged here. But we're going to go on a mission to destroy Finnish artillery pieces. I think we can sneak up on... Oh, there is a piece to our right. Flamethrower them. Flame them. Engine broken. Not good. There's the piece. Saw it at the last second. Alright. Well. That was kind of fun. Oh, we can get it? I want to blow that thing up because it's annoying me. Did we get it? Come on, one last shot. This is out of spite right here. It's still firing? One last shot. Come on, take this stupid thing out. There we go. There's another gun out there, but it's you know what, they can have that moral victory. I actually feel like that's not too shabby either. You know what, let's go murder that vehicle. Because it's annoying. Ooh, there's multiples out there. Alright. Can we go... You guys need to take him out. Alright, can you take him out? Okay, you need to take that out. And go burn him. Oh, man! Where was that piece of artillery? There it is. Alright. Go flame that thing. See if you can go hit that. And then you over here. Take him out. Oh, we ran out of ammo. Oh, I think that artillery piece might have... Nice! Was that our T-34? Terrible accuracy. We got one of them. Might have got all of them. You know, it's the final mission. We should just go ahead and kill everything. Kill all the Finns. I think we just killed all the Finns. You're healing up. Go scout out over here. This T-34, you did amazing. Oh, and look, our reinforcements finally came. Let's just drive them out on the battlefield and make sure there is nothing out there. We must crush the Finns. Evil, evil people. If you're Finnish, you're probably a wonderful person. You're just my least favorite faction in this entire game. Oh, look, there's an SU-100. I think that's it. So that's basically it for this campaign. That was very much Russian tactics. We took tons of casualties, tons of T-34, 85 losses. Most of it just to like random artillery pieces. I mean, I shouldn't say random. There's a million. Oh, that's actually... Oh, it's a 5 centimeter. It's not that crazy. There were probably some big guns out there, but I really wasn't paying attention. Being aggressive, of course, has its downfall, as you can see. I mean, that T-34 lost all the crew. That T-34 is banged up. That T-34 has one crewman. That one's doing well. So, being aggressive, yeah, it's not the best way to play if you're starting off in a campaign, because you'll just take too many manpower losses. But for missions like this, and especially against the Finns, yeah, why not? Why not have a little bit of fun, play different than you would normally play? That's what I was kind of thinking on these last missions. I'm usually a little bit more slow and methodical, and I figured, you know, let's play like Russians. Let's just drive our tanks forward toward the enemy, take our losses, call them acceptable, and just, you know, ride over them, run them down, destroy them, obliterate them. That was the idea here. So that was a really fast mission, to be honest. But sometimes fast missions are the way to go. So let's see. I mean, to be fair, we didn't really lose that much, which is the crazy part of that. Let's take a look at the end of the campaign. So we earned 3 research, some manpower, some support stars, all of that. So that is the end of the campaign. Victory, end of operation, day 27. The Finns, 0. The Russians, 27. I would call that a crushing defeat. So maybe the Winter War will be over, and then we can not care about Finland ever again. Moving forward, I will probably never, ever, ever choose to play against Finland ever again, and that is an unfortunate part about this game. Nobody likes to play against Finland. I don't know many people that actually enjoy playing as Finland, because all you do is capture enemy equipment. So you're this faction that doesn't have an identity. And I mean, that's how it was with the Finnish in World War II. You had elite soldiers, but you were given equipment from the Germans, you stole equipment from the Russians, then you stole equipment from the Germans, you barely had any of your own equipment, and some of your equipment was from like World War I. You had those little Renault tanks from the French. I mean, and you had World War I artillery pieces from the British. You're just in this game, Finland is a nation without an identity, and it's really unfortunate. I think they dropped the ball hard with Finland. I'm so glad that they brought out the Americans, and I'm really hoping that they bring out the British in the next DLC, because that'll be a blast, because the British have enough different equipment. They've got, I mean, they still use Shermans, but they have the Sherman Firefly, which is a Firefly with a 17-pounder. They have Cromwells. Is it called a Centurion, where they put like a 17-pounder on this big ridiculous square turret on a Cromwell chassis or something like that? And then they use Chaffies too. And then way later, you would have the Comets, which, just like a speedster little vehicle, early and mid-war British would be an absolute blast, because you have so many terrible little tanks like Crusaders, Valentines, Matildas. I mean, these like, well, the Crusader's fast, but the Valentine and the Matilda, these like slow, ponderous infantry vehicles, they use is it the Lee, which is like a slightly different version of the Grant, or maybe they use the Grant and it's the Americans that use the Lee. They're basically the same tank with a minor variation. You have so many cool little things. I can't wait for them to expand and go into the British. We probably won't be playing much Ostfront going forward. This game itself, Gates of Hell, we are going to pare back a little bit too. You guys know my feelings on it. It's a game with potential. It's, unfortunately, until they fix the AI, this is never going to be one of my favorite games. and I hate to say that. It's because this is a really awesome game with tons of potential. It's probably one of the better World War II squad-based, third-person, first-person, real-time strategy games, but the AI just kills it for me, and I really hate to say that. But for those of you that have been watching this, I greatly appreciate you. We'll continue with our Liberation series. I'll get back into that USA versus Germans. We'll probably do like a German versus USA, and then we might just do some like modded campaigns after that. Try a few things here and there. It would be really cool if we could do like USA versus the Russians, but they didn't. They didn't put that in the game, which I think is a major, like, they should have done that. But they're you have to understand the mentality of the Americans. Like, the Russians were not our allies during that war. They were the enemy of my enemy, and therefore they were my friend. But once 1945, once Victory Europe happened, the Russians literally became the enemy of the United States, and we had a Cold War, and they're still technically the enemy of the United States. So it would be really cool if the developers had something where you could fight the Russians, but I'll probably look for a mod where I can fight the Russians as the Americans, because I just think that would be fun. Might go back and do some hot mod stuff, but at this point I'm kind of rambling because this was a short video. If you've made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe, all of that YouTube jazz. Greatly appreciate you guys, and as always, until next time.